What is going on to you Pisces out there? You Pisces have the Seven of Pentacles and the Empress card, right? And then you also have the Page of Wands. So for you Pisces, a lot of you very much so are really very much so in a situation where the Seven of Pentacles and the Empress right here really speaks to the level of investing, self-investing, that a lot of you Pisces are doing. I'm seeing that a lot of you Pisces are seeing that there's a lot of people who are incompetent out here. So like it is that I said before, remember that I was talking to you Pisces about how y'all are doing investing in yourself. Y'all are building the generational wealth by yourself. And at the very least, starting all now. Because a lot of you Pisces, like I said before, I'm seeing a lot of you just don't think. A lot of people are really being serious about this thing. A lot of people are really delusional. And just as it is that I said, at some point, everybody got to stop playing games, you know? And it's quite ironic because a nurse basically was talking about the same thing of what was going, kind of like what was, basically she was saying the same thing because of what was going on in Houston, Texas. For any of those people, go ahead and look up the news. And she was saying about how a lot of people got to stop playing games. They got to stop playing with their life and thinking that everything is this game, is this big game. And this is what it is that I've been saying the whole time. Because what's happening out here is when you Pisces took the chance and you got to know some people, the bad thing about it is you started to realize a lot of people out here fake. They capping. But the good thing that came upon out of it was a lot of you Pisces found yourselves. You found the self-respect that I've been talking to and talking about, that self-respect that you needed to uncover within yourself, deep down inside of yourselves for the longest time, to where you Pisces started to wake up and see just how full of trash a lot of people really are. They cap, they lie a lot. They're out here playing. They're making terrible decisions with their lives. They're making bad decision after terrible decision. And they have this ideology, like they're crazy. They have this ideology that like, because they have a certain level of youth that they are invincible. And it's like, no, there are a lot of things in this world that can stop somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So the Fool and the Chariot speaks to, it speaks to the irony of the situation, because the Fool very much so speaks to how the way that other people will flip it, they will look at it like, right? See, the Fool represents that how other people will look at it. They will flip it like there's something wrong with you, Pisces, and that y'all are stupid, right? This is why the Fool is the most important and actually the most powerful card in the entire tarot, because the Fool represents an individual that keeps an open mind and a person that always wants to learn. And so because they have the mentality that they can always learn and they keep their mental cup empty, they have learned to minimize their ego to a degree where they have kept their mind clear to where they can actually learn and pick up new skills. It's given them the advantage over other things. While other zodiac signs have obligations, the Fool has managed to free itself or himself or herself from the obligation to the point where they will be stopped from learning something brand new. Because what it's saying is that people get to a point where they get to a certain age and then they decide for themselves that they're not going to learn anymore and that they are good and that they know everything in the world. But the Fool represents how you Pisces have been able to actually take a step back from that. Understand that that's not true. Learn from your mistakes. And because of that, people are clowning you and looking at you like you're stupid. When in actuality, they're the ones that's actually stupid, because what you Pisces are doing is something that you're supposed to be doing. See, I've mentioned this before, how a lot of these families end up having money. The Walton family, the Rothschild, the Mars family, the Gates family, how these families end up having a lot of money in the first place, right? The Johnson family, aka Dwayne Johnson and them, how they end up having a lot of wealth being passed on to them, is because they essentially they made a plan, they got married, they made a plan, right? Maybe they didn't, you know, but they made a family. They stuck to the name of the game, and they worked together to build something. In today's time, more often than not, I'm not saying that obviously it can't happen. It happens a lot, but it doesn't happen enough. It should happen more. What is it that you see, right? Instead of you seeing people who stop playing games with one another and build something with each other, what do? Their ideology of fun is being untrustworthy, going with everybody that they can go with, constantly being passed around. And that's their ideology of fun and being free and being unrestricted. And it's like, it really depends on what they think is unrestricted. But you Pisces have an understanding, and the Chariot represents other people are looking at you, like I said before, like you crazy. But you Pisces are actually doing the correct thing by questioning what other people's ideology of what they think crazy is. Like for you Pisces, you think it's crazy to be living a life dirt poor, middle class, struggling to buy a loaf of bread, when somebody who's much financially wealthier than you, exceedingly financially wealthier than you, can show up, take a look at the loaf of bread, buy that loaf of bread, buy the store if they could, immediately if they could. A lot of you Pisces are seeing the bigger picture, that this game that people do, holding each other back and being an idiot and stuff like this, it's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, and this is the thing a lot of people keep playing with, is that we don't have 1,000,000 years to be alive. You know, we don't have 1,000,000 years to be like, oh, you know, let's relax, let's chill out. We have 1,000,000 years and all this other type of stuff. And because you Pisces understand that, there's a sense of urgency that comes along with y'all. And the Four of Wands is that, like I said, there's a sense of seriousness. A lot of you Pisces have been going on a spiritual journey. And I know some of you don't want to hear that. But why you should want to hear it is because you Pisces are actually turning your life around for the much better, because you're not intermingling and smashing everybody and trying to waste your time trying to, you know, keep up with the Joneses or be super popular. A lot of you Pisces are very much so minding your business, keeping your mouth shut, and going about handling your business. And because you stuck to that philosophy, right, you get the Page of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. For people who know of you, who don't necessarily know what you've got going on, to them, you, the Page of Cups, you look delusional, like I said. But the Ten of Pentacles, however, represents a stark contrast from that, because you Pisces are actually not delusional. What's happening here is that, like your zodiac sign suggests, the Pisces zodiac sign represents the X. It represents the unknown, right? Confusion in other ways, but it also represents the unknown. You got to understand, Pisces, that people don't know that you are building that generational wealth by yourself or with a significant other. That one that you are building that relationship with. So the way, right, and you're keeping your significant other on the low because you don't want people to know who's your significant other. And because of this, you should allow other people to look at you like you stupid, because That's the element of surprise. Because when people think of you as being stupid, they underestimate you. It's when you start out here trying to shine a little bit too much, is when people get upset based upon jealousy and envy, and then they want to take what it is that you have. So what happens is the Ten of Pentacles is you, Pisces, building what you have to on the low, and your net worth is starting to go up for some of you. The Four of Swords and the Knight of Cups, however, is about how just make sure, right? These two cards are saying to make sure from anything that's causing you stress, that isn't giving you anything back worthy, right? Stay away from it. So in other words, stay away from anyone that's causing you unnecessary stress. If they're not working for your business, or some sort of co-worker at your job, where, you know what I mean, where you have to be able to get along with these people, that's one thing. But what it's saying is stay away from anyone, or stop dating and walk away from anyone that is giving you a hard time. Because what it's saying is that they will slow up your progress if you're not paying attention. This is what the cards are saying, is what I'm referring to. They will slow up your progress if you are not mindful of this. You will be very stressed out, and you will be too stressed to focus on what you got going on. When you're stressed, it literally drains your energy, and you need energy in order to have a good day. You need energy in order for you to actually be productive and get the things done that you need to get done, moving closer to your long-term and short-term goals. So let's clarify the Knight of Cups. Three of Cups, Lovers, Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Strength card. To clarify the Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups and the Lovers and the Three of Swords represents, right now, some of you Pisces are going to receive an invitation from someone that you have stopped talking to begin talking to them again. Do not go back and talk to them. Some of you Pisces may be a little bit tempted to go back and talk to someone because they've been running across your mind a little bit lately. Do not go back and talk to them because of the Page of Pentacles and the Strength card. What you Pisces are doing is something that a lot of people are unable to do. You are actually doing the work, and you're actually knowing what it's like to break into being less wealthy to more wealthy spiritually, because you're getting more in touch with your own spirituality, your own identity, your own personal health, right? You're taking better care of yourself because the things that you already know, you're actually using it, and you're not ignoring certain things about yourself that you already knew, but you have to be belligerent and work hard to ignore it because a person is in front of you telling you how much they care about you when you know that it's a lie. And you're becoming a lot more financially wealthy as well. Those type of successes you have to stay quiet about because it draws a lot of attention. So the Strength card represents the discipline that you're going to need. Do not go backwards by accepting this person that you already knew and know is dysfunctional back into your life. You'll just be hustling backwards. Other than that, you Pisces are doing an amazing job. Keep it up.